Welcome to episode 11 of Embrace Your Spiritual Powers with I Am. I'm your host, Shangela Pierce, and in today's episode, we are going to talk about surrendering for healing. Before we begin, let's talk about this week's special. Save 15% on our guided meditation for self-healing. It is a less than 15-minute guided meditation to help you to surrender to that which is in the non-physical, that which is in essence you. Just visit our store at seekwithinyou.com/store and save that 15% off. This offer is good until the end of this month. It is one of my favorite guided meditations. Intentions. Let's take a moment and set our intentions for today's podcast. What is it that you would like to gain from this episode? What questions do you have in relation to surrendering? Take a moment and ask your question. Then breathe in, breathe out, and let it go. Allow the answer to come to you. Surrendering. Now, what do we mean by surrendering? Many of you have a concept of what surrendering means, and perhaps it is our definition as well. We desire for you to surrender. Surrender meaning to let go of it all. To let go of the thoughts that are in your mind about how and what you need to do. Surrendering to us. Surrendering to what is. In essence, it is very similar to allowing, the concept of allowing. But because you have language here, you have different ways of describing. You can think of surrendering more of a vibrational essence than allowing. To many people, surrendering just means basically giving up in a sense that you can't fight anymore. You can't do it anymore. You just have to surrender. When people think of allowing, they think more of something that they have to do. But we are saying that surrendering is just that, just letting go. Letting go and allowing your source to direct the flow, to do whatever it is that you desire to be done. That you can, again, no longer resist. You just surrender. And for most, this surrendering is through thoughts. Because you so often get into a pattern where you think you have to decide this, you have to decide that. You have to decide every aspect of it. You are not truly believing that it is already done, and thus you feel you must be in the action mode. And in that light, you try to do. And most times you don't pay attention to how you feel, and then you resist. And because you resist, nothing happens as you desire. And so you literally go in circles trying to make things happen, and they just don't happen until finally you surrender, and then things happen. That is the essence of our teachings. Surrender, allow. That is what most people need to do. Now, surrendering does take practice. It does take a change in your mindset to make this happen. Some people can do it naturally and just let go. Some people have to get to the point where they just can't do anymore, that they just give it up. And then that's when they get to the point of surrendering. We don't want you to get to the point of frustration. We want you to just learn to surrender, to learn to practice the vibration that it is done, and so you can easily surrender to what is unfolding. We also want you to change your mindset about how you think things should unfold. When you try to manipulate and try to understand what is happening, you cannot surrender to what is happening. You cannot let go and trust that it is unfolding in a way that is to your expectations. If you are constantly trying to do something, you will not be in that space of surrendering. Surrender your mind. Practice this vibration. It is a very simple concept. Because remember, all healing is self-healing. You heal you, but you cannot heal if you do not allow it. In other words, you only heal to the point that you allow it to happen. So if you can practice the vibration of surrendering, you can heal all that you desire. And yes, you can. It matters not what others think. It is about you changing your mindset, surrounding yourself by others who believe that you can do this so that you can surrender to it. If you have listened to our other podcasts, you will see this same similar theme that we talk about. We approach it in the same manner. It is more about who you are being than it is about what you are doing. Because what you are doing, you must be in alignment in order for it to become into your reality, in order for you to get that which you desire and not that which you do not desire. You are getting plenty of that by your resistance. You are seeing plenty of that by the disharmony in your body now. A result of your resistance, a result of you focusing on things that are not to your desire, things that bring lower vibrational happenings into your world, lower vibrational scenarios into your world. Please continue to engage us, to listen to us, and thus you change your mindset. You steadily change your mindset to surrender, to focus, to allow, to breathe, to allow the energy to flow, to love yourself, to forgive yourself, to forgive others. Are you noticing a pattern here? There is. Trust us. There is a pattern. Let it go. Allow the energy to flow. Surrender to it all. Surrender to your source. Say the words now. I surrender. I surrender. If you are finding it hard to even say that, like you feel restricted. When you say, I surrender, then ask us to help you surrender. Thank you, Source, for helping me to surrender. Show me how to surrender. What must I do to surrender? We will show you. Believe in that. Because you can surrender. You can surrender to it all. You can learn a spiritual practice that guides you and keeps your focus on that which you desire, that keeps your focus on healing, so that it is easier to surrender, so that you learn to trust it is coming. Join us always in love and light. I am. Thank you, I am, for that beautiful message, surrender. That is definitely something that has been coming up on my radar lately, is surrendering. Surrendering, and mostly it is surrendering of my thoughts, surrendering this constriction. If you can imagine feeling like your mind is restricted, is like it won't allow yourself to believe something. It won't allow this thought to come through. If you can imagine that, if you feel that for yourself, then practicing surrendering is definitely something that you need to practice. Literally letting your mind relax, allowing that energy to flow. Telling a different story is definitely a way to help in opening that mindset, opening your way to that you think about things. And as you do that, it becomes easier for other thoughts that perhaps maybe a year ago you would not have even thought you could even grasp or even believe. But now that you're practicing the vibration of relaxing your mind and allowing new thoughts to come to you, that you can embrace this new idea. You can start to let go of that resistance and surrender to what is. Surrendering to what is happening now. And knowing that it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. You can surrender to that when you learn to trust in your source, when you learn that communication that you have with your source, when you strengthen that, it becomes easier to surrender to your current situation, to surrender and trust that it's going to be okay. And believe you me, it does require practice. Maybe not for you, but definitely for me. I have a scientific background, and so there is that small part of me that wants to, the ego wants to take over, be logical about certain things. But that's a trap. That's a trap to keep you in that vibration. When you can say, no, no, I know it's going to be okay because my source has been telling me for quite a while that it is going to be okay. I can let go of this. I can surrender to this. Okay. I can continue to practice this vibration until I get it, until I really feel this, until this becomes into my reality. I'm just going to continue to do this, to surrender to it. And there's nothing that's going to stop me, not even my ego. I'm just going to continue to practice this vibration and forgive myself for any discrepancies of what I know I should do and what I'm doing. I can forgive that and let it go because I can't move forward if I'm constantly judging myself for everything that I do. I know I'm working towards my goal. I know I'm surrendering. I know I'm getting into the flow. I got this. There's always going to be a higher vibration to reach. So I'm always going to be reaching for something more. But I'm better now than I was a year ago. Definitely better than I was 5 years ago, because I'm continuously practicing this vibration. And as I do, my cellular DNA, everything about me transforms. It transforms, and I'm becoming more who I was destined to become. I'm becoming. That's the journey of becoming. And you can do it too. We can walk this journey together of transforming ourselves, of letting go of what the collective consciousness believes about healing. Because you can heal more than what you can imagine. If you open up to your source to show you more of what you're capable of doing, then that opens the door too. That opens the door of your mindset being able to surrender, because you say to yourself, oh my goodness, I can do this. I can do more. But you cannot do it if you do not open to it, if you do not surrender to what is, if you do not surrender to what you are creating. If you cannot surrender to it, it cannot come to you. You cannot vibrationally match to it. Now, I say this with compassion because I know I've been there. I understand. I understand how challenging it can be, especially if you have a more logical mindset. But you can train yourself to be more flowing, to allow the energy to flow more. It's just practice. You just do it every day. Repetition reinforces retention. Repetition reinforces retention. Just do it over and over again, and then you become. Just that simple. And of course, don't be too serious about it, right? We talked about this before. Have fun with it. Laugh about it. Smile about it. Just have fun with it, right? These are all your practical tips for today. Another practical tip for you in your journey to surrendering is to say the words, I surrender, before you start your meditation practice. If that's too high of a vibration for you, then say the words. Every day it gets easier to surrender. Every day I surrender more. Whatever it is that resonates with you at this moment, you say that before your meditation practice. Now I'm going to play the guided meditation for self-healing here, and take a moment before you start this to set your intentions of surrendering. You can also set your intentions for your source to show you what you're capable of doing. Right before we start this meditation, just go ahead and do that. And then wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens for you during the meditation, after the meditation, sometime next week. Whatever it is, just know that it will come to you and let it go, okay? Don't hold yourself in this mode of it, of not being able to let go and allow things to happen. Even during the meditation, just set your intentions and let it go. All right? Take a moment now. I'm about to start the guided meditation for you. Just close your eyes and go ahead and set your intentions and meditate. Sit in a comfortable position. Place a relaxed smile on your face. Close your eyes. Relax. Breathe from your lower abdomen. As you inhale, your lower abdomen expands. As you exhale, your lower abdomen relaxes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's do a quick body scan. Starting from your feet all the way to the top of your head. Pay particular attention to your lower back, your shoulders, and your jaw. If any of these areas need relaxing, take a moment and breathe into them. Inhale and exhale. Allow that area to relax. Inhale, exhale. Allowing relaxation. Relax your shoulders. Bend your elbows to an approximate 90-degree angle. Place your hands together and rub them vigorously, keeping your shoulders and everything relaxed. We are building energy in your hands. Now spread your hands apart approximately 1 inch so that the palms are facing each other but not touching. Place your awareness on your hands. Bring your focus to your fingertips and the palms of your hands. Just notice if there are any sensations between the palms of your hands. Now inhale and spread your hands apart until you no longer feel that sensation. Exhale and bring your hands back to each other, but not touching. Inhale and spread them apart. Remember to keep your wrists, elbows, and shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Bring them back together. Do this for several more breaths. As you continue to do this, you may start to feel a sensation growing between your hands. Visualize this energy growing between your hands as a ball of light. Now this ball of light can be any color or no color. It can also change colors. Allow the image of the ball to come to you. Inhale and expand this ball of light. Exhale and contract the ball of light. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand the ball of light. Exhale, contract. Now imagine this same ball of light is now surrounding your entire body. As you inhale, this ball of light surrounding you expands. As you exhale, this ball of light contracts around you. Inhale and expand the ball of light around you. Exhale and contract it. Continue this visualization for a moment. Place your focus on your hands again as we create another ball of light. Inhale and expand the ball of light. Exhale and contract. Now this ball of light may be a different color than the first one or no color at all. That is okay. Allow the image of the ball of light to come to you. Again, inhaling and expanding the ball of light. Exhaling and contracting. Do that for a few more breaths. Remembering at any time you find your mind has wandered, come back to the visualization. You are now in the present moment. Now imagine this ball of light now surrounds your entire body. Inhale and expand the ball of light around your entire body. Exhale and contract it. Inhale. Exhale. Do this for several more breaths. Now return your awareness to your hands again. We are creating another ball of light. Inhale and expand the ball of light in your hands. Exhale and contract. This ball of light can be any color or no color. Allow the image of the ball of light to come to you. Inhale, expand the ball of light. Exhale and contract it. Now imagine this ball of light now surrounds your entire body. Inhale, expand the ball of light around your entire body. Exhale and contract it. Inhale. Expand the ball of light around your entire body. Exhale and contract it. Do this for several more breaths. As you continue to expand and contract the ball of light around your entire body, set your intention for what you desire to experience today. Now release the image of the ball of light, trusting that this ball of light surrounds you throughout the day. Now give thanks to 5 things for which you are grateful for today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that guided meditation. It is one of my favorite guided meditations. I really enjoy seeing those balls of light. I always feel a sense of peace when I imagine this ball of light around me. And it's amazing how the visualization has changed over the years. Now, the meditation that I do for myself is slightly different because it has evolved over the years, but it started off being the balls of light. So, and expect that for you. Say, if you were to purchase this guided meditation at our store, over time, you will develop your own meditation. But sometimes in the beginning, it's helpful to use a guided meditation to help you release the stress of, are you doing this right? All these other things, okay? So enjoy the journey. Enjoy how things unfold to you during your meditation practice. Enjoy your deepened connection to your source. Just enjoy it all and have fun with it. Again, today's special was saving 15% off that guided meditation for self-healing. Just visit our store at seekwithinyou.com/store. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Embrace Your Spiritual Power with I Am. I look forward to seeing you next week. I guess I don't really see you, but I know I can feel your presence here. Thank you so much. In peace and love. Namaste.